My biggest tips for new clinicians would be to ask as many questions as you can. No question is a silly question. Also, to have as many resources and visuals as you can when starting out, as it makes your life a lot easier.
So my first tip is to soak up every clinical opportunity you get in the first year. And the more experience you have, the more you will be able to figure out your passion and your interest, and then you can start narrowing down your caseload. And my second tip is to make sure you find a workplace that has a really good support system. So at Enunciate, for example, we have weekly mentoring, peer support groups, and lots of opportunities for professional development. And this is really important, particularly in your first year out of uni.
My top tip for a new graduate just starting in the workplace would be to persevere. It may be really challenging at the start with trying to manage your caseload, getting to know new clients, and trying to learn lots of new information. But planning and scheduling your time will be the most helpful thing, and it will get easier from there.
My top tips for new graduates would be to look for a clinic who offers mentorship and support. It is definitely required in your first year. Don't be afraid to ask for assistance. You are going to be new to the career, new to the workplace, new to being a full or part-time worker after university. It is definitely the most important tip I have for new grads, is to look for a workplace that will offer you the mentorship that you need.
I have 3 tips for the new grads. So number 1 is being open-minded, to work with the multidisciplinary team so that you can work out the goals together. Number 2 is try to understand your scope in different settings. And number 3, and that's the most important thing, is to take care of yourself, which is self-care.
So a top tip I have is to be ready to learn a lot in your first year, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Another tip would be to be organised. I think it's really important. The days can get really busy, so definitely trying to organise and plan out your day.
Some tips that I would recommend for new graduates who are looking for jobs is, first of all, to look at the support that you will receive, especially in the first few months of being a new graduate. The second thing that I would recommend is to have a look at what type of caseload you are looking for and to work in, so that the company is able to also reflect that and provide you with the skills that you want to work in a certain caseload.
So 3 tips for a new graduate. My first one would probably be to stay connected. Just networking, LinkedIn, just stay connected to your peers as well, like on Facebook, stuff like that. Second tip, probably be just do what works for you, and just know your boundaries, and yeah, just set your own standards. And probably the third one, and most important, probably be to always give yourself time to take a step back and have a breath.
Top tips I have is to always be open to learning. I think that that's an amazing skill to have anywhere really, so develop that skill so you become more employable, right? Also, be really happy in a team environment, because here we have so much opportunity to participate in multidisciplinary care. We're always talking to each other, we're always collaborating. So openness and communication and honesty is another really important attribute to have, I think. And the last tip that I have is to always be client-centered. That is the core of Enunciate. We really do care so much about our clients, and we work so hard, and we're always trying to develop ourselves to ensure that we're providing the best care for our clients. So being able to have those 3 skills, if you have them all, then come join us, right?